Welcome to Archelos. As far as our opening hand goes, yes, we've got 3 lands, Mystical Tutor, Splendid Reclamation, and yes, that's going to be an Entomb for Life from the Loam with Splendid Reclamation. Yes, sign me up. Sounds like a good plan. I like it. Yeah, we will lead off with Underground Sea, and we will instantly Entomb for, man, that is like getting Splinter Twin in your opening hand. It's beautiful. It's going to lead off with Underground Sea, and we're going to let our opponent know exactly what is up, and that is going to be Entomb for Life from the Loam. Oh, that feels good. This feels good. This is why you play Commander. All right, so we're going to get Life from the Loam in the graveyard, and then anything else past the turn to our opponent. But yes, welcome to the Lagoon. Hopefully you're excited to get your toes into the turtle sand and have some good turtle time. Maybe have a few zombies give you a massage or a pina colada on the turtle beach, the Lagoon beach. I don't know where I'm going with this. So let's go ahead and cover commanders. We're playing Archelos. As long as Archelos is tapped, other permanents enter the battlefield tapped. As long as Archelos is untapped, other permanents enter the battlefield untapped. So pretty cool, pretty nifty. We're going to dredge Life from the Loam, and that is a beautiful sight to see. So let's go Marsh Flats. Let's crack Marsh Flats. Have that go into the graveyard. Let's go and grab ourselves something that allows us to cast Marsh Flats, and that's going to be a Life from the Loam. Bring these lands back into the hand, and this is some good magic time right here. All right, so we're going to bring those back. Then anything else, we're going to pass the turn. Yeah, we got some good options with this opening hand. We'll talk about it here in just a second. So playing against Liesa. I don't think that's how you say it, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it for the video because I don't want to butcher that. Rather than pay 2 mana for each previous time you've cast this from the command zone, pay 2 life that many times, flying and lifelink. Then whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life. So we'll see what sort of build our opponent's got. Probably going to be some sort of stacks build or some sort of pay life build. But as long as we get the dredge going out of the graveyard, we're going to be some happy Sultai zombie turtle campers. So there we go. All right, that will end up being, yeah, Opulent Palace. I like that. Life in the Loam on Encampment. Yeah, because that's going to come into play tapped. So let's go Life in the Loam, Survivor's Encampment. We're able to find ourselves an ability to tap down Archelos, which should be pretty good. Both of those go back to the hand, and then anything else pass it back over to our opponent. So we did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, TCG Player. If you go to bit.ly/JoltMTG, that's going to allow you to go to the turtle beach and dip your turtle toes into the turtle sand and get some cards at the same time and support the channel. So if you consider using that link, much obliged. It's one of the best ways to support the channel outside of being a patron. Also, let's give a quick shout out to MTGOTraders. If you want to play Magic Online, especially the new Commander Legends, they have you covered. And they have bots over there. They'll hand deliver the cards. So it's like your own little personal robot delivery person at your local gaming store. Also, let's give a quick shout out to ingaming.com. Ingaming.com/Jolt. It's going to give you 10% off of gaming accessories and propane accessories. Well, they don't have propane accessories, but that'd be pretty cool if they did. Let's go and dredge Life from the Loam. And, okay. So at this point, yeah, I still like we want to go Thrain Dynamo. Yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty good bet. So let's get Island down. Let's go for Thrain Dynamo. We are looking at a 5/5. And we're looking at our opponent getting some good stuff over there. So if we need to grab a board wipe or some sort of spot removal for her, we certainly can. Nothing else for 3, so we will pass the turn. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So if you'd like to directly support cool content like this, there's a link down in the description below. But if you are keeping score at home in the sand with the turtle pina colada, it's so dumb. It is officially free time. All right, so now one of the cool things with Archelos is that with stuff like Splendid Reclamation and Scape Shift, as long as Archelos is untapped, return all lands from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, they're going to enter the battlefield untapped, which is a beautiful sight to see. Very nice. We can, during our upkeep, go for some spot removal on our opponent's commander, which I think I do like going for that. So, yeah, because that'll be a pretty good bet. And then we can still probably end up going for Life in the Loam. Or with them going for Vampire Nighthawk. Bounce a land back to the hand. Yeah, we might end up... Yeah, let's do that, because we want to hit the reset button. So let's go Mystical Tutor. We're going to lose a little bit of life on this one, but Mystical Tutor, I'm just going to grab ourselves a Damnation, because that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be just enough for Life from the Loam. So let's get this popped out, grab ourselves Damnation. Yeah, that's what we want to do. I think that works out. All right, so Damnation's on top of our library. Let's go Damnation. It's going to be 1/2, and then tap down for a 3 Dynamo. There we go. We're going to lose 2 life, but that's okay. They're going to have to pay for the Mana Vault. Hopefully this will buy us a little bit extra time to do some setting up. We'll see if that, yeah, they go back to the command zone. Let's go Wooded Foothills. Let's go ahead and crack Wooded Foothills. And then that way we're back on the game plan. Yeah, we can't, we'll just go and grab a trio. We've been staring at that for a minute now. Let's go Life from the Loam on Wooded Foothills. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go Opulent Palace for green. And now we're going to start dredging. So anything else past the turn to our opponent. Now we are sitting at 17. We are playing against Orzhov, so they're probably going to have some sort of answer for Archelos once we get it down. The only downside is we don't have any sort of protection for Archelos. We do have a way to tap down Archelos to make sure that their stuff enters the battlefield tapped. We do have Survivor's Encampment, so at least that's a good thing to see. The only downside is we need to get our mana going, or at least get our lands out of the graveyard going. So what we're looking for at this point is hitting something like Field of the Dead, something that's going to give us the opportunity to bring a bunch of lands out at the same time and get a ton of those zombie triggers. So that's going to be a very good thing for us. That's going to be Bloodthirsty Archelos, okay? And then, yeah, I think we'll still end up just dredging Life from the Loam. I like this. There we go. All right, so run into a forest out of the graveyard. And if they've got spot removal on Archelos, yeah, so be it. I think we're okay with that. So let's go Archelos. All right, so we're going to get Archelos onto the battlefield. Let's crack Wooded Foothills. Let's go for another Life from the Loam. Okay, then anything else? We're gonna go on and pass the turn. So, unfortunately, I played the fetch land, Wooded Foothills, instead of playing Survivor's Encampment. So a little bit of a sequencing error on that part. We could have played this and then tapped down Archelos to make sure that their stuff entered the battlefield tapped. So, as I record with new commanders, little interactions like that haven't entered into the front of my head because I have to basically shortcut stuff in my head to make sure that I can deliver good commentary, semi-good commentary, as we play a semi-good game. Basically, I'm trying to balance commentary, gameplay, and little interactions like that. So we'll go for Survivor's Encampment next turn, and that will allow us to have some sort of tap ability with Archelos. So let's see what this is going to be, and that's going to be Kaya's Guile. That's probably going to be... Actually, you get to pick all... Oh, goodness, that is rough. All right, so we're going to send Archelos back to the command zone. Yes, we will do that. They got to choose 2. Okay, excuse me. So they just basically created a spirit token, and that's going to make a 3/4 Bloodthirsty out there. We're getting somewhere. Oh, and excuse me. Opponent exiled cards from... Oh, they paid for Entwine. Yeah, that's a rough Kaya's Guile right there. That hurt pretty bad. So we are off on the Life from the Loam line of play. And so now we're just basically trying to survive. That is going to be the main game plan right now. So let's see. All right, so we run into Brainstorm with the fetch land. Pretty good to see. Let's go Brainstorm. Look at the top 3 cards of our library, and that is going to be Azuri's Predation. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in land drop. Yeah, I kind of like that. So let's put Springleaf Drum back on top, and let's go and put Forest back on top. Let's drop in Wooded Foothills. Let's go and crack Wooded Foothills. And let's grab ourselves... Yeah, we're trying to be a little bit protective on our life total. So let's go for Azuri's Predation. Okay, so we're going to be able to create 2 beast tokens. They're going to be able to fight on this, and that's going to give us 2 4/4s. And then hopefully that'll just kind of slow our opponent's roll just a little bit. So there we go. Anything else, we will pass the turn. Now, with us having Remand, I actually do like Remand on this. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to cast it this turn because we did get rid of their board state. But hopefully we can catch something and get some pretty good card draw. If anything, simply just being able to swing in for 8. They do have the 5/5 flyer in the air. That's something that we do have to watch out for. But at least having these little bit of a threat token on the battlefield, that kind of help us out. So there we go. All right. In worst case scenario, we're at the point now where if we do rip into one of our life gain spells, that might help us kind of stabilize with a little bit of life. We'll kind of see what's happening. So, all right, and that's going to be Suture Priest on the battlefield. So let's see what we rip into for the turn. That will be Catacombs. And Survivor Encampment. We're going to lose 2 life. That's going to put us down to 10. but at least we can tap down Archelos. And at this point, we're really going to need to start swinging in with our beast tokens because we're going to get 1 life loss. And so we're looking at a 2-hit KO with Liesa over there. So let's go and push in with our double beast tokens. Yeah, but I don't think we really need to worry about anything hasty. So it's going to drop them down to 20. And then what we will end up doing is tapping down Archelos during their upkeep. Yeah, I think that'll be a pretty good option. So, all right, so we're going to tap down Archelos. Let's go ahead and go for Survivor's Encampment. We'll just add green mana to our mana pool. There we go. That'll work out. So, all right, so now if they play a land, it's going to enter the battlefield on tap. We are looking at 6 coming across, 2 with a remand. Yeah, well, we'll see what we can assemble. Unfortunately, with that taxing effect from our opponent, it's going to be pretty rough for us to still dot. Yeah, let's see what they end up rolling out. But yeah, as far as Archelos goes, the game plan that we went for in the beginning, getting life from the loam with something like Splendid Reclamation. If you can get that dredge going out of the graveyard, being able to have all those lands come out onto the battlefield untapped, it's almost like you're building this Sultai Storm or something along those lines. So let's go for remand on that. We're still, if you're keeping score, you can definitely check the it's not looking good box, but we can remand that back to the hand. That's going to be Colosseum. They go down to 17. Then we've got 10, drop them down to 7. We'll see. We'll see what we can assemble. That's going to be 6. It's going to put us down to 1. And then now we're actually, we're just locked out of the game. Yeah, that's a bummer. We're locked out now because we're at 1. If we do anything, they're going to be able to get it on this one. So we're going to be able to swing in for 10. That's going to knock them down to 12. But yeah, that's no matter what we do, we're sitting at 1 life total. So good game to our opponent. Unfortunately, the taxing effect, especially when you're running a turtle deck where it's kind of a little bit slower, that was able to chip away at our life total. So good game to our opponent on this one. They're going to be able to get it for 5 in the air. If we just do anything, cast a spell. If we do that, we're looking at swinging in. We have no protection in the air. They're going to be able to grind it out. That Kaya's Guile was absolutely brutal. So especially with that entwine ability, that really did some hard, pretty bad damage to us. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, hey, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Welcome to Archelos. As far as opening hand goes, if you could have a snap keep button, I would hit it. But yes, we will keep on this. We've got Brainstorm with an open fetch land. We've got late game Cyclonic Rift, and we've got Kodama's Reach. That will allow us to power some stuff out pretty quick. So there we go. I'm just going to lead off with Marsh Flats, and then anything else we will pass the turn. But yes, welcome to Archelos, Turtles in Time. Hopefully we get some good zombies going today, or just maybe some good Torment of Hellfire, whatever that may be. We will have some fun. That's what we're going for. All right, it's going to be Hound of Konda coming down. Let's go ahead and crack Marsh Flats and grab ourselves a blue source. Let's get this popped out. Something we want to go for right now. Let's grab Underground Sea. Let's go for Brainstorm, because what we can do is we can at least shuffle away that Torment of Hellfire. That would be nice to... Oh, man, look at that. I think we just draw into all of this. Okay, so let's put 2 cards back on top. Let's put Torment of Hellfire, and let's put Limdol's Vault back on top. So actually, we're fine with drawing all of those. So anything else? Let's get the land drop for the turn. Let's go for Urborg. And then we can go for Limdol's Vault if we want to. Yeah, I think that'll work out. So yeah, let's go for that. We're playing Archelos, Lagoon Mystic. As long as Archelos is tapped, other permanents enter the battlefield tapped. As long as Archelos is untapped, other permanents enter the battlefield untapped. It's going to be God-favored general. So at this point, with Limdol's Vault, what we're probably going to need to dig for is going to be some sort of board wipe. And we are A-okay with going for that right now. So let's do that. So we're going to Limdol's Vault, and there we go. That is a beautiful top 5 on top. So I'm not going to pay life. And then Torment of Hellfire found its way back on top too. So if we're going to utilize the most, we're looking at Thirst for Knowledge, drawing extra cards. But we're also looking at Cultivate. We need Toxic. Toxic Deluge is going to be good. So let's put Thirst for Knowledge. Actually, we'll do Torment of Hellfire, Thirst for Knowledge on top. Let's put Command Tower on top. Let's put Demonic Tutor on top, and then we'll put Toxic Deluge on top. So now we're kind of in a weird spot. We've got the land drop with Kodama's Reach. we want to shuffle away that demonic tutor. I think we just wait. Once we grab that demonic tutor, then we're looking at 3 from our opponent, so we can make this work. So anything else past the turn. Playing gets Mikaeus, the Lunarch. Mikaeus enters the battlefield with X+1 counters on it. Then for an activated ability, put a +1 counter on Mikaeus. Then for another activated ability, remove a +1 counter from Mikaeus. Put a +1 counter on each creature that you control, and that's going to be Godsend. So all right, they're going to be able to swing in for 3. And yeah, with us grabbing this demonic tutor, we can pop down. And actually, if we want to, we can Sky Shroud Claim. And then demonic tutor for something that works out. Yeah, let's just do it. And actually, demonic tutor for some protection for Archelos, or we can actually just grab some sort of tap effect. That would be pretty good. So let's do that. So let's go for Windswept Heath. Let's crack ourselves a Windswept Heath. There we go. Make sure that we grab something that comes into play untapped. Let's grab ourselves a Tropical Island. Let's go for this Sky Shroud Claim. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to go for Sky Shroud Claim. Make sure we grab a black source so we can jam Demonic Tutor. Get this popped out. We'll go and grab Bayou. And then Breeding Pool. Yeah, that'll be a good option. We're just going to pay the 2 life on that one. Yes, we'll pay 2 life. Let's go for Demonic Tutor. And at this point, yeah, we need to get some sort of tap effect for Archelos if that's what we are trying to do. So let's get this popped out. And I guess the best bet would probably be Paradise Mantle, which is, yeah, right there. So let's grab Paradise Mantle. We could cast it, but since it's for free, we'll just pass the turn. We don't have to worry about any sort of hand disruption from our opponent and then kick it back over there. So once we do end up getting down Archelos, we can go for Archelos, get down Paradise Mantle. That's going to give us the gate control for the game. That way we can, have our opponent stuff into the battlefield tapped or untapped, however we need to see fit. But yes, we did cover both commanders. Give a quick shout out to our sponsors, TCG Player. If you'd like to go to the Lagoon Mystic and hang out on the beach, consider using my affiliate link. It'll allow you to get some cards and help support the channel at the same time. Also, let's give a quick shout out to MTGOTraders. If you want to play the brand new Magic Online Commander Legends, they have the cards and they'll deliver it to you. It's like your own personal card butler. Pretty cool. Also, let's give a quick shout out to InkGaming. If you go on inkgaming.com/Jolt, it's going to give you 10% off of your order. So for any sort of gaming accessories or propane accessories, well, they don't have propane accessories, but that would be pretty cool if they did. Check that link out. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So if you directly support cool content like this, there's a link down in the description below. But if you're keeping score at home, that's a scape shift. It is officially free time. So we've actually got the double Kodama into Toxic Deluge, which I really do like. So let's go for that. That's going to be Toxic for 5. Yeesh. That's rough. Yeah, we can make it work. All right, Toxic for 5. That's going to put us down to 10. It's going to clear them out. They still get a Spirit token. And just so we're not getting hit with another 4, let's just go and rift the Spirit token back to the hand. We could have got for the... yeah, I like that. That way we can at least kind of stabilize some sort of life total, because we've got Scape Shift with Archelos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once we end up going for Kodama's Reach, that's going to allow us to end up with a very, very nice Scape Shift and end up with a really nice zombie board state with Field of the Dead. So... hopefully we'll be able to stop a lot of this stuff that our opponent's doing over there. Yeah, and especially if we get the tokens going, oh, that's going to be pretty good. Ooh, unless they have a Johnny out there. It's going to give them flying a double strike. Then we're in a weird spot. Okay, all right. We can always end up grabbing Merit Lage, though, so all right, we'll see. With us being at 10, we've got enough time to set up another turn. So draw into Misty, which is a very good thing to see, because that puts us on Archelos and... Kodama's Reach, which puts us on a really good Scape Shift. Yeah, let's go for that. So in our, we have Urborg out there. So let's go for Archelos. Actually, we'll do this first. Let's go for Kodama's Reach. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And let's grab ourselves, since we have Urborg, we're just split this one down the middle. Forest and Island. Let's go and put Forest onto the battlefield. Island into our hand. Let's go for Archelos. It's going to be black, green, blue, and then one more with Bayou. And then we'll go ahead and cast Paradise Mantle, and then anything else past the turn. So we are looking at Equip. That's going to be a 5/5 with double strike and flying. Uh-oh. Is that going to be game? Now that I think about it, that just might be. If they end up going for the -3 with Anointer Priest, That might be game. Flying a double strike. Uh-oh. Let's see if they go for the Godsend equip. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, bummer. Got a little too low on that one. All right, so good game to our opponent. They're going to be able to grab it on this one. Got off to a little bit of a slow start. Maybe that Toxic Deluge kind of did more damage than help, but they're going to be able to grab it on this one. So anyways, I'll see you in the next Archelos game.